And we're going to roll.
3.
Hi, and welcome to Spicy Nelson Radio. We have an oral presentation for you today. My name is Nolan. This is...
I am Curtis.
And we are Spicy Nelson Radio.
We are Snelson.
Snelsons. We're Snelsons.
Snelsons.
So we haven't uploaded it in a minute, but, life gets in the way, so
About
we
2
are here.
weeks, yeah?
About 2 weeks, brother. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about today is the table that is the Premier League table. Again, we're just going to talk about it a little bit. The top 6 is Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, Man U, in that order.
West Ham at 11.
West Ham at 11. Little question here for you, Kurt.
Yo.
What's your biggest... Okay, wait, time out. First of all, what are you drinking today? What are you drinking today? Let's just get a little insight to what you're drinking today.
Trader Joe's seltzer water, lime flavored, with vodka.
With vodka.
No DP today, Bo.
No Dr. Pepper in that mix. Very
No
well.
DP.
Little disappointed. I was gonna hope you're gonna come up with
Well,
peanut butter.
You did notice earlier that I was drinking the DPs, so
I did see that, but yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. But my first real question of the day is, what's your biggest surprise? I guess, what's the biggest surprise to you that's happened this season
with soccer.
with soccer? West Ham on 11.
No, because they were 11 last year, like all season. No, probably Ajax making it this far.
Ajax making it this far, yeah. I mean, that's definitely a big one.
I mean, beating Real and then beating Juventus is kind of crazy.
No, it's actually pretty freaking nuts. And then, they beat Tottenham too. Or was that a draw? I think they beat Tottenham. But I mean, they still got a second leg in that. But yeah, that's a pretty wild one. I'm gonna have to say the Wolves and sitting in the number 7 spot. That's pretty impressive. You know what I'm saying?
Is this their first year back?
Second. I think this is their second. Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably gonna be racking in some dough after this season.
Yeah, because I can only imagine they can only go up from there.
I'm speaking strictly on my FIFA
knowledge.
Background.
No,
I know nothing about finances of.
So honestly, though, if they come in next year, they're probably going to lose a big part of the squad because a lot of their young players that turned out to be good, they're going to end up selling them off. But I think they're going to pull a Leicester. I think this is going to be the highest position that they'll sit until another 30 years from now. I think that they're gonna fall off. I don't see them coming up.
I bet there'll always be that team that's iffy if a good team's gonna be playing them. For instance, Man City's playing Leicester. They're gonna be that Leicester. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Leicester's just kind of they're all right.
Either they can whip your ass or you know what I mean? They're
not like Southampton or Fulham this year, just freaking garbage. But I mean, honestly, I wish Fulham was doing so much better. I really do, but it sucks for them.
How about Watford? Nice jerseys.
Sick jerseys, though. Sick jerseys. Let's see what else happened here. There was the Liverpool-Barcelona game. It was a little rough, honestly. Yeah.
Dope free kick by Messi.
Yo, Messi's the greatest in the world.
Yeah, fuck Ronaldo.
Fuck Ronaldo. No, that was, honestly, a 3-0 loss for Liverpool. Liverpool actually played really decent, and it's hard to tell somebody that they played really well when the scoreline was 3-0. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool played really good.
Well,
but
I personally didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights of the game.
Yeah.
I heard Salah kind of played like shit. Is that true, or how did he play during the game?
I don't think necessarily he was playing like shit. I think he had an okay game.
Maybe not like shit, but not up to how he was playing the past few games.
Right. No, I think he was playing all right. He wasn't playing the greatest, but he wasn't definitely not playing the worst. He did just get hurt, however, yesterday. Looked like the keeper when he came out for a ball. He kind of got sandwiched between a defender and the keeper. Got a little knock to the noggin.
Nice.
And I think the doctor was kind of like, he had to call it right then and there in a split 5 seconds. And he saw how Salah just kind of dropped like a rag doll, and he's like, all right, we got to pull him off because
goddamn concussion protocol.
Exactly. But I think Jurgen Klopp said in like a post-match interview that when he walked into the locker room, he said that Mo was sitting there watching TV. Looked like he was fine. He was watching like the Brady Bunch or something.
Yeah,
definitely wasn't watching the Liverpool.
Definitely had a concussion then. Who watches the Brady Bunch?
While the game's going on, he's just watching.
Yeah, right.
Let's see what else. Big shout out to my boy Ryan Fredricks. Back.
Shouts out Frederick.
You're just gonna abbreviate everything I say.
Shouts. I was listening to a podcast with Jeff Rogan,
Joe's cousin.
Joe Rogan's podcast episode with Killer Mike, and like every single time Killer Mike would mention somebody, he's like, shouts out. Like plural, multiple shouts.
Shouts to the heart, and it's too late. No,
shouts out to Freddie.
Shouts out to Fredericks, right back for West Ham. First defender since 2009er to get a 10 for 10 rating on the Who Scored rating scale. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
So I broke down the numbers here. And so that means he had 100% take-ons completed. What is a take-on? Not really sure. 100% aerial duels won.
Now, I will probably make a good guess that take-ons.
Not take-outs.
When he takes on the ball.
I don't know. I was thinking about taking on a player, like, like
defending against somebody.
Right. 100% tackles won. That's an easy one. And then it kind of breaks down his numbers here. So he had 10 aerial duels and he won 100%, which that's pretty wild. That's a big number.
Aerial duel sounds like it's super cool.
That could be a cool like video game or something, like aerial duels, bro. 7 recoveries, 4 take-ons. He had 4 tackles, 4 clearances, 4 fouls, 1. So he had 4, like, people were on him and he, flopped a little bit. No big deal. 2 interceptions, 2 shots, 0-1 goal, 1 clean sheet, and fouls conceded, 0.
Wait, he got 1 goal?
He got a goal, yeah. Arnautovic scored twice and he scored once. So that was pretty big for them.
Was it off an aerial duel, or what was it off of?
No, I don't think it was off of an aerial duel. I think he just smashed it in the back of the net.
Nice.
But that would be their last home game this season.
How old is Freddie?
28er, I believe. 28. He's still got a couple years
around the league.
Yeah, I think he signed from Fulham back in like 15. Let's see, but he's, I think he's really taken on that right back role over at West Ham because they got old man Zabaleta back there. Yeah. I mean, God, that guy's got to be like 65 already. He's been around.
I don't know, man. I feel like he's been on West Ham when I was playing like FIFA 07.
He's been around since Timmy was around. The greatest Tim Howard.
Good old Granddaddy Howard.
Granddaddy Howard, baby. Speaking of
good old Peepaw.
Another question. Most overrated goalkeeper anywhere, any place, go. Anyone.
I'll probably just say Tim Howard.
So you're just going to go back to Tim Howard, huh?
Well, okay. It's because, like, during that World Cup when he did really well, and that was, like, the only time he ever did really well in his life, is when the only time he got, like, popularity.
Any sort of recognition.
Yeah, it's the only time he got recognition is because the only time America watches soccer is during the World Cup, and they saw our only starting keeper happen to be having good games, and then they think he's the best keeper in the world. I mean, I like the guy. I think he's a good keeper. I just think he's a little overrated in America, at least.
Yeah. No, I mean,
maybe not so much anymore because he's getting older, but
yeah, I think he definitely. I mean, he was a world-class player in his time.
Well, I mean, he played in the Premier League. I mean, so
Yeah,
you can't
play forever, right? And he scored goals.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he scored more than one goals, and he's a fucking goalkeeper.
It's badass. The dude's cool. Dope tats too.
Dope tats. Believe he has Tourette's.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. I'm pretty sure he has Tourette's.
I don't know why I laughed. It's kind of mean, but
yeah. But no, he was an interesting one. No, that's I never really thought about it like that. But yeah, no, he had some good years.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't always the American superstar or what have you. But
yeah. I think people sucked a little too much of his dick after that World Cup.
I mean, well, he is. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, probably.
Were you gonna try and judge his D?
Maybe was gonna say something about the D, but
I'd get a 7.8.
7.8.
It's probably what he has. 7.8 rank out of 10 D.
Nah, I mean, you got to think about I'm not going to say it.
Just say it.
You got to think about
his neck?
The color of his skin.
Ah, yeah.
So, I mean.
True. Is he mixed or what is.
Yeah, he's definitely mixed.
Like half black, half white?
Yeah. So,
dude,
I think, honestly.
Cadet?
Oh my gosh.
Let's get off this topic.
Cadet. You mean baby harm holding an apple? Cadet. Oh my gosh. What a man that guy is. He's a freaking unit if I've ever seen one.
Dude. No filter. Just walking around
aimlessly. You don't want to go to boot camp with that guy. That'll really make you.
I'm surprised he didn't hurt his knees walking around.
Surprised he didn't throw out his back at all. He needs to get that thing reduced.
Shouts out, Cadet.
Shouts out, Cadet.
Oh, shit.
Kurt, so what is the most old person thing that you the most old person thing that you do?
Like go to bed at 8 o'clock sometimes.
So you don't?
Yeah, dude.
You go to bed at 8?
Dude, not all the time, but sometimes I do. Or like,
what do you do? Like, yeah. You go to bed at 8, huh?
No, I don't go to bed at 8. Sometimes I happen to go to bed at 8. Or maybe I feel like my wardrobe is very old manish.
It's getting there, you think?
I think it has been there. Like the dad hats and like, I don't know.
See, I think dad hats are in those. Did you see the thing on Instagram that I tagged you in?
Oh yeah.
It was like all
those like frat stars walking in that.
They have Sperry's tall white Nike socks, like
short shorts and like a t-shirt.
Yeah. That is literally your wardrobe. You don't have anything else. I'm convinced. You don't have anything else. Besides that sick jersey, though, which sponsored by Los Storekeepers.
Finally sponsored, yeah.
Finally sponsored. We're there, baby. We're there.
Even though we bought them, still sponsored.
Still sponsored. Actually, I believe there's a sponsor on the back there.
Could be. I'm trying to find something around me that may. I'll prove it to you later, dude.
Okay. Now, I think, let's see, probably the oldest person thing. I started taking naps recently. Like,
really?
It's like a life cycle, right? When you're a kid, you take naps. When you're old, you take naps.
Yeah.
It's like it all comes back around.
Dude, I took a nap the other day for the first time. I don't know when. And then I woke up at like midnight.
Jeez. and you're like, huh, where am I? You're all sweaty. You're super just drenched.
I was hungry. And then at that point, it was like, too late to eat dinner now.
Yeah. Then you gotta starve yourself till morning.
And I'm tired. What the hell am I supposed to do now? So I haven't taken a nap since.
Jeez. That's rough.
I refuse.
I love waking up from naps because I am like a person with dementia. I'm like, where am I?
What I find is kind of weird is like if you take a 3-hour nap, you wake up super tired. But if you take like a 30-minute nap, you're ready to go.
It's like you just did an 8-ball of Coke. You're just, whoa. What is happening?
I suppose so.
Now, for me, like, it could be like 40 degrees in the house, but I'm still just drenched in sweat. Like, I
constantly sweat, dude. I don't know what's wrong with my body, but I am a sweater.
It's not even like, so like if I go to bed regularly, I don't sweat, right? But if I take any sort of nap, instant, like, I'm in a puddle of myself. It is just gross. I stink all of a sudden. Like I could have just taken a shower.
Probably like your inner self saying, Nolan,
whoa, what is going on?
You're not 80 years old. Wake the fuck up.
Probably. It's just like all my energy is just shooting out of my armpits.
Go do something.
I just freaking reek after I take a nap. Like, speaking of reeking, right? Okay, so like, I know this is going to sound weird, right?
Go on.
So, like, in my pre-puberty, prepubescent lifetime, like, I would wake up my older brother, like, if he was sleeping or something, I'd be like, yo, Devin, wake up. And then his armpits would smell because he was, like, you know, he's quite a bit older than me. So, like, he would be 15 and I was, like, 8 or something.
Yeah.
I was like, how come my armpits don't smell? So, like, I would always want my armpits to smell because I felt like I was a man then. Like, I smelled my dad's armpits. They smelled like his armpits smelled. So, like...
Smell fetish.
Yeah. When I was younger and my armpits finally started to smell, like, I wouldn't put deodorant on. I wanted to flaunt that stuff around, you know what I'm saying?
That's just gross, like, dude.
Like, yo, what up? Smell these bitches. Like,
what's gross?
I was so stoked when my armpits started smelling like fucking onions, bro.
Dude,
no big deal.
Wait, did you eventually, like, how long did it take you to eventually buy some deo?
Oh, I think my dad cut that real quick. He's like, bro, you fucking stink, dude. I was like, but Dad, I just showered. He's like, no, you got to put some fucking deodorant on.
Listen to your son. You smell like shit.
No girl's going to want you if you smell like fucking ass. No, yeah, that was a rough period of my life. But, I mean, honestly, though, like, if you don't got the wife around and you're just broing down for a week at the house, come on.
Dude.
You can't tell me you don't go a weekend and you just freaking lay in your...
Oh, dude, if she's like out of town for the weekend, no way I'm showering. I'm sitting there on the couch. I'll let the dog out a few times, but I'm playing Xbox and never showering.
Never, yeah, you're just sweating.
I'll eat one meal, drink alcohol, never shower, and let the dog out a few times. That's it.
See, that's responsible. You're at least letting the dog out, you know?
Yeah.
And you're not creating a whole bunch of dishes for yourself.
Responsible as fuck, dude.
That's a dad thing. That is a dad thing.
Maybe that's an old person thing I do.
No, yeah. So with the whole naps thing, that's what I was trying to get at. Is it's like I see like when I was younger, I would see my dad he had a sleeping chair in the living room, right?
That's an old person thing.
That is an old person thing. So like he would literally just sit in this chair and be racked out in 10 minutes tops. Like
I wish I could do that.
So, like, I recently, like, noticed, like, if I sit down on the couch after I got back from work,
yeah,
dunzo.
Dude,
and I'm like,
if I go lay in bed, I fall asleep. So I don't, like, go lay in bed. That's probably why I fall asleep at 8 o'clock, because if I go to bed and, like, watch a show or something.
You'll never fall asleep?
No, I will fall asleep, because as soon as I'm, like, in bed, I could be wide awake, and then I go lay in bed, and I'm just tired all of a sudden and sleep.
Really?
Train my mind, bro.
That's a really good quality. Because,
Yeah. Like,
we,
don't look at your phone and shit.
right. I've
Well,
read that.
I guess I kind of contradict myself by saying that because I watch TV in bed all the time, but still get tired, dude.
I was gonna say, I think doctors say, I'm not a doctor, but I believe they say to not look at your phone, don't watch TV, don't read. That is for sleepy time.
Yeah, don't tell me what to
Only,
do.
only freak. Yeah, come on, doc. You know better than that. I can do whatever I want in my bed.
Yeah,
No, but yeah,
fuck you.
fuck you, doc. I don't know who you are.
I do what I want.
No, I wish. See, my girl, she's got to have some sort of TV on at night. So
Yeah.
I've grown accustomed to having a TV on while I'm sleeping, but that was really hard to get used to.
It is kind of hard to get used to.
Couldn't do
And
it.
there's only certain things you can fall asleep to as well, because if it's super crazy shit going on, it's
Yeah, you're like, oh, what's happening?
yeah,
See, that's the thing is, so originally her thing was Friends. She would turn on Friends. We would watch Friends and go to bed, right?
yeah.
Nothing too crazy's happening. There's just, there's always voices talking. But recently, because she was a big sponge head back in the day. So,
Oh, what?
sponge head?
Sponge head?
Yeah.
What is that?
You don't know what a sponge head, bros?
No.
Like SpongeBob.
Okay, why do you say a fan of SpongeBob then?
Like a sponge head,
All right, go on.
like a dead head,
Okay.
parrot head. Okay, anyway,
It's fitting.
it's a sponge head. But so she started turning on SpongeBob at night, and that's my weakness. I always
would
want
be
to see what's
annoying.
going on. Yeah, it's and then it's stop it, fucking SpongeBob, you're such a douchebag. I'm
Is that what they say now in 2019? In the middle?
Yeah, I wish they I wish they would,
do a voiceover.
yeah, just
That'd be funny as shit.
Hey, fuck you, Patrick. No, I think what they should do is with SpongeBob is because there's a whole category of people that grew up watching SpongeBob when they were kids, right?
Yeah.
How freaking funny would it be if the creators of SpongeBob just created an adult version after that for those people that watched it back in the day, a real dirty one, really freaking vulgar. I think that'd be sick.
Would it still be SpongeBob, or would it be something else? Do you think he would go by a different name since he's a little bit older? Yeah?
Maybe just no, it's probably just SpongeBob still.
Okay.
SpongeBob 2.0, maybe.
Patrick would probably go by Pat.
Patrick just freaking smokes so much weed.
Yeah, he just sits in his rock and is just smoking doobies all day.
Smoking dubs. Fucking SpongeBob probably just does a bunch of coke.
Yeah.
And Squidward, he must be a recovering alcoholic.
I guess
he's just an
Squidward
asshole.
being a fucking pedophile or something too. Just a creepy neighbor.
What would Sandy be, though? That's the real question.
Stripper.
Yeah, she's just a freaking slutty squirrel. She is always in that freaking bathing suit.
Dirty little squirrel.
Dirty girls. Okay, now it's getting weird.
Oh.
Gosh. Well,
Question.
yes.
Actually, no. I'm going to say something, then I'll ask you a question. I just thought of an old person thing I do. I fall asleep in the movie theaters all the time. I don't know why, but as soon as there's a movie on in the movie theater, waste of $8, dude.
So let me ask you a question here. Is it what kind of seats are they? I have a feeling
reclining all the way. Is there any other way to do it?
Yeah,
also, they're kind of replacing all the regular
old
seats.
Yeah. No, I agree. I had my first experience with falling asleep in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did you
so
snore?
hold on, let me get to my story here. So
Go on.
Okay, so I went to this movie theater, and it's obvious. It's the big, so these are special chairs. These are like big, fluffy leather recliner chairs. Like I'm talking like the ones that are just clouds, right?
And like you have like the button on the side and you lean back.
Yes.
So nice.
So I decided as a stupid idiot that I would just get sloshed before this movie, right?
Oh, dude.
So I'm just, we were powering down beers, right? Just fucking slamming them. We had a good amount in a short amount of time. And we get to the movie theaters after like 10 minutes. We show up, and it was a new movie. And it turns out like all the seats were like spread out. So like it was just me and another buddy, and we were like, oh, we can't sit next to each other. That sucks or whatever. So he picked a seat up like in front of me. And I was like 3 seats back. And
like y'all went to like a ticket person at the same time, or you're like, it's
yeah. So and like this movie was packed, and we can only find like singles.
What movie was it?
It was
Chronicles of Narnia.
No, I don't even remember the movie. But so we finally get there. We take our seats. I get a bag of Skittles, naturally, the sour kind.
Ooh, those are good, but kind of hurt your tongue after a while.
So on that, I'm getting through the previews, right? I'm just sucking these things down, right? And I'm like, my tongue is going numb. I'm sitting here like
the worst, dude.
So it's like it's basically just taking a razor blade and just chucking it in your mouth and see what'll happen.
Because I don't know why, but I suck on sour Skittles for some reason.
Yes. No, so that's what I was doing.
I'm like pressing it against my tongue.
Yes. Yes. And I'm like, this is so good. But anyway, I just remember wrapping up the Skittles. The movie was just about to start. I put them in my pocket. I saw the first scene of the movie. Then that was it, right?
Nice.
I wake up and everyone, like the lights turn on, everyone's looking at me, and my buddy's hitting me. He's like, yo, wake up. And I was like, what? He's like, yo, you were snoring so fucking loud. Yo, I had legit the dirtiest looks from the people.
Oh my God.
I felt like I was getting judged so hard. The people next to me were like just looking down at me. God. And I don't think I'll fall asleep ever again in a movie, because
that is hilarious.
There was nothing like, I've never felt an experience like that before, where people just hated my gut, because I must have been snoring loud, dude. Everyone was staring at me.
I didn't know you were a snorer.
I didn't think I was either, but I guess when I drink a little, I get a little snory.
Yeah. Dude, I was in the movie theater one time with a few buddies, and we split like I don't know what we were drinking, but I know there was a box of wine, sangria.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so drunk at the movie theater. Went to the bathroom to pee, and I was just peeing, and it just instantly, I just fucking yacked everywhere. I mean, it made it like I made it all in the toilet, but then went back to the seat, just fucking passed out, and woke up when the movie was over.
You went back to, I thought you fell asleep on the toilet.
No. I was back to like my seat, and then just fuck out.
Jeez, not a messy one, eh?
Waste of money, though.
It is. It literally feels like a real waste of money if you fall asleep in there.
You really shouldn't drink going to the movie theater. I don't know why they have bars there anymore.
No, it's terrible. I think because I think what they're doing is they're hoping you get all liquored up before you go in.
You go drink, and then you have to pee during the movie. That's stupid.
So, like, you waste time doing that. Hopefully, you pass out on their perspective, so that way you want to come back.
The toilet.
Yeah.
Don't puke on the floor.
Yeah, that would be a terrible mess. I've heard some stories of people.
I would hate to work at a movie theater. That would suck.
Especially like, so we have this movie theater around my area right now, and it's called Cinema Cafe, and they serve like food and booze to you while you're sitting the whole time, bro.
That would be annoying because people just walking around serving food.
So I thought that would be, but like they timed it out perfectly to where like you order in the beginning of the previews, they usually have your food out by the end of the previews.
Oh, not during the middle of the show?
No, and like the seats are so spaced out perfectly to even if the waitress is walking around with the food, you don't even see her. like you still have perfect eye view on the screen.
Good business idea, yeah?
No, not bad. Nope, not bad there.
Not
Not at
bad.
all. But yeah.
Speaking of Skittles, how would you rank your Skittle colors?
Red is number one.
Absolutely.
If anybody says that red is not their number one, they should probably GTFO. You know what I'm saying?
Or die.
Or die.
Just saying.
Let's see. How many colors are there?
So I'll rank mine, and then you'll know how many colors.
Okay.
So I say red.
Yep.
Purple. Yellow. Orange, green.
Yeah. So there's 5 colors of the rainbow there. I gotta say, red, green, yellow, purple, orange. I can't.
Why do people hate on perps, dude?
I mean, I think it's because the market is like too saturated. Like there's purple everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
but it's good. It's good.
I mean, I guess what is the red flavor? Is that cherry or is that strawberry?
The flavor is red.
Okay, it's red number 32.
Yes.
Okay. I don't actually. Yeah, no, red is definitely the best flavor. That's for sure.
True. Maybe it's like cherry or something. I don't know.
Do like the green and yellows though.
I don't like the green.
The green's all right, bro. And the green's good.
Big fan of the yellow though.
Yellow's pretty dope.
You know what I like to do with Skittles? I like to eat the red and the perp. At once.
Like together, like you mix them?
Yeah, dude.
I can't do that. I have to do one color at a time. Otherwise, it just throws off my whole palate, bro.
I like mixing stuff. Sometimes I'll just get a whole goddamn handful and shove them in my mouth.
And then you get the freaking, like, your mouth looks brown. Looks like you just fucking ate out a butthole. It's just
your
super
fucking jaws. Your jaws just sore as shit from chewing on shit.
Yeah. Like 2 days later, your tongue is still like orange. It's just like how.
Yeah. God forbid you have sour ones and you have scar tissue.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Speaking on that story, when I woke up too and I was snoring, my tongue was literally, there was blood in my mouth. Like I literally was like, what the fuck is that? And there was blood in my mouth.
Dude, maybe they have like, I don't know. That's some sharp ass sugar,
it's
dude.
It's not even
glass.
sugar. They just crush up glass and it's just glass shards.
Stupid fucking kids, take this.
Suck on this one.
Oh shit.
Gosh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with us this long. We appreciate your business. This is Spicy Nelson Radio. I'm Nolan.
And I'm Curtis.
We hope you have a great day.